it's Tracy from the Women's Job Search Network. Today I want to talk to you about the types of questions that you'll ask in an interview to the recruiter. So there's a difference between the types of questions that you'll ask an interviewer, a hiring manager if you will, and a recruiter. I want to talk to you about those differences, and I want to help you prepare for your interview with the hiring manager by asking the recruiter the right questions. You want to ask the recruiter, who is the hiring manager? Who does she report to? And any other details. So first and last names, you can go ahead and look them up on LinkedIn, do your research, see what school they went to, and all of that, so you have something exciting to talk to them about when you get into the interview, or something personal to talk to them about. Secondly, you want to ask the recruiter if they have any insight into why the role is open. Is it a backfill or an addition? Do they have any more context? Do they know anything about why that role is open? It'll just give you a little more insight into the history of that position and maybe the culture of that team, and if there's been turnover or if it's just growing, those types of things. It's a good time to ask the recruiter general culture questions, but I would frame this more about their experience in the culture. How long have they been there? What do they like about it? What's difficult or challenging there? I think it will help you to build rapport with that recruiter by getting to know them a little bit more and understanding their experience, so that they can act as your champion and that you just kind of develop a little bit more of a relationship with them by kind of understanding. I love it when candidates ask me this question. It gives me a great opportunity to tell them all the wonderful things about the company. And they may not have a ton of information, but they'll give you some good insight if you frame it about them. Some people ask me how they did, like how did they align to the role, if there are any gaps, is there anything they should work on? I think for a more junior recruiter, that might put them a bit on the spot. But for me, I appreciate this if it's asked correctly, because I feel like I want to be honest with them. I want to let them know, if I can, where there might be gaps or if they're not a fit. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I definitely don't want to leave them hanging out there. I'll also help them prep for their call with the hiring manager by telling them, well, you know, I think there might be questions about this aspect and you may want to focus on some successes over here. I just think it's a great question to kind of pivot for your conversation with the hiring manager. And then the last thing I think you should ask the recruiter, which is important, is the next steps or the process. Sometimes we know and sometimes we don't know. Obviously, we want to hire as quickly as we can, but with schedules and coordination and a variety of factors from the inside, we can't always move things as quickly as we like. But it's important for you as a candidate to understand what the process is. Always ask the question, especially if you have other offers or you're interviewing other places and it's going really well. Let the recruiter know if there are any time sensitivities. That can really help you. They don't want any surprises in the end, and it can also motivate them to let the hiring manager know that you're in demand. I hope this helps with your next conversation, phone screen, or interview with a recruiter. If you like these tips, just subscribe and also drop me questions into the comments, and I'd be happy to answer those for you as well.